Well, hello everyone with Mella's Wacky Wellness. Thank you for being with me today. So guess what? I was lucky enough, I went looking for pumpkin pie and I couldn't find one anywhere. So I was lucky enough my son was able to find one, and look what he found. A pumpkin pie with no sugar added. So this has no sugar. You can see a couple pieces out there already. And I was able to find some whipped cream that is not dairy, it is coconut. It is a coconut whip, and let's see if it is 30 calories per serving. So, which is 2 tablespoons. So this is absolutely delicious. I tried it with the pumpkin pie. I looked up in general what a slice of pumpkin pie is, and it's about 353 calories. So with this little bit of whipped cream, that's 363, so like 370 calorie, nice snack. Now, the other thing I found out is that pumpkin pie is actually has benefits for people who are dieting. Now, I went to one site in particular because it just has a really nice way that it lays out the benefits. But I want to read to you who the site is. It's called OS as in Sam and F as in Frank. OSF Healthcare.org. Now the history, I just want to read this because they've been around a while. So starting as a humble 35-bed hospital, OSF, which means Order of St. Francis, so they call it St. Francis Medical Center, has continuously evolved into a leading facility known for its innovative care and commitment to serving the community with great love and care. It has been the cornerstone of healthcare in Peoria, Illinois since the founding in 1876 by the Sisters of the Third Order of St. Francis. Okay, so they've been around a while. So I am referencing their site, and this is what it looks like. Look, they have all these pumpkins, and this article is 9 reasons to add pumpkin to your diet. Okay, now I had never thought about this before. The reason we ended up having to do quite a search for the pumpkin pie is that they had a whole table of it and a bunch of it in the frozen section, and I walked right by. I'm like, I can't have that, because of the sugar, and I can't have it. And I walked by all the pies trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do for the holiday? And I went back after I saw this article, and there were no pies. So it was only a day later. But so 9 reasons to add pumpkin to your diet. So pumpkin spice, everything has dominated our recent autumn seasons, but there's much more than lattes to this fruit. And yes, pumpkins are a fruit. So maybe okay, so we learn something new every day. Seriously? I thought it was a vegetable. I'm just telling you right now. So read on to find out how pumpkin can benefit your diet. So this is really exciting, guys. You're gonna love this. Better eyes and better immunity. Who knew? Do you ever wonder how pumpkin is so vibrantly orange? Its color is due to beta carotene. Okay, like in carrots, I think, right? Our bodies convert beta carotene into vitamin A, which is helpful for our eyes and our immune system. In fact, 1 cup serving of canned pumpkin has 250% of our recommended daily amount of vitamin A. Okay, so that's 1 cup of serving of canned pumpkin, 1 cup. Okay. Number 2, fruit for thought. Like all fruits, pumpkin is a good source of fiber. Canned pumpkin contains 7 grams of fiber per 1 cup serving. So, and we need fiber, and you know what? The older you get, the more you need fiber. Fiber is beneficial for removing cholesterol from the body. And that's a number one reason you want to get fiber in your system. So it removes cholesterol from the body, keeping blood sugars from spiking and helping regulate bowel habits. In addition, fiber also helps to feel fuller longer. Now, these two things happen. I did feel fuller longer for sure after I had some pumpkin pie last night. And this morning, guess what? My blood pressure was down. Okay, the bottom number was down. So it's usually up in the mid 90s. If I'm lucky, it's in the low 90s. And and this morning it was like 81. I mean, that's low for me. And I think the average is like 70 or something. And so even the top number was low. That was down in the 130s, which is very good for me. So in addition, fiber also helps us to feel full longer, and this can decrease overeating and help achieve and maintain a healthy body weight. So that's very cool right there. Number 3, now this is the reason I read the history of this Order of St. Francis Healthcare organization. Because number 3 says it's heart healthy. So this organization's been around a while. Let me just see who wrote this article. Hold on. Oh, they don't have... Okay, so it's just with the organization. Okay. So if you try to eat heart healthy, then pumpkin is for you. And I do. I'm always looking for heart healthy. Heart healthy eating consists of choosing foods that are low in fat, salt, and sugar. And don't think that's not easy to find things that are low in salt and sugar, because it is. It limits you. So this is why I'm like so excited I found out about pumpkin. Now, you can check off the box on all those when it comes to pumpkin. Per half a cup of serving of canned pumpkin has almost no fat. Do you hear that? No fat. Now, they're talking canned pumpkin. So, I mean, I'm eating a pumpkin pie that has no sugar in it. I'm feeling okay about it. Now I'm thinking maybe I'm going to get some canned pumpkin and figure out different little recipes to do with it. So, per half a cup serving, canned pumpkin has almost no fat, practically no salt, and no sugar added. Say goodbye to guilt and hello to flavorful nutrition. I got to tell you what. Okay, this is coconut whipped cream and this is no sugar pumpkin. This was delicious. I'm just waiting for my 4 o'clock break to have a cup of coffee with that, to have a snack again. Anyway, P for potassium. Now this is a huge one. Some people are low in potassium, and almost 1/3 of the Americans have high blood pressure. To help decrease your blood pressure, try eating pumpkin, which contains potassium. I never knew that. So that helps to control blood pressure. Potassium. So I have one of my kids was extremely dangerously low on potassium. Now I'm wondering if he got it from me. Potassium, because if I have high blood pressure and potassium lowers it, well, 2 and 2, okay? Potassium also helps with bone health and decreases your risk for diabetes. So around 10% of your daily potassium is found in just a half a cup of serving of canned pumpkin. I feel like I'm going to start making pumpkin smoothies. I'm not kidding you at all. And I'm not a pumpkin person, but I might be now. Low in calories. This is number 5 benefit. Many of the dishes containing pumpkin are most often desserts, which are loaded with calories. However, pumpkin is likely not the source of the high calories. Most of the calories are coming from the fat or the sugar that they're throwing into the dessert. Granted, if I got regular whipped cream, there would be sugar in it. If I got, a regular homemade pumpkin pie, they'd put sugar in it. This is a no sugar. So that's where, all those calories come from, is sugar. And I'm at the point where if I eat something with sugar, I get super thirsty. I mean, my body notices it and does not like it right away. So I've been doing very good about not eating sugar. And I do have one snack that has dark chocolate. And so dark chocolate is completely different from the milk chocolate as I understand it. So we'll do a little video on that one day too. Nutrient dense food. This is number 6. Since pumpkin is low in calories, you may be wondering how it can have such a nutritional benefit if it only has a few calories. So in fact, many of our fruits and vegetables are called nutrient dense foods. This means that they are low in calories, but packed with a ton of vitamins and minerals to keep us healthy. So I like to think of us getting the most bang for our buck. When I eat pumpkin, I do not have to spend many calories to get a wide variety of health benefits. So, I mean, yeah, that's true, right? Like if you were lost on an island and there were coconut trees and, mango trees, these have their own, and fish, right? I mean, you can live on that. I think I am living on that more and more. 7, hidden treasure inside. When we talk pumpkin, we're often talking about mouth-watering sweet treats such as pumpkin pie, but mine has no sugar, and pumpkin spice lattes and pumpkin donuts. But don't forget about the seeds. Pumpkin seeds may be small, but they are mighty, packed with magnesium, zinc, fiber. Pumpkin seeds add even more great nutrients. Now guess what else I found out about seeds is that seeds clean the teeth in a natural way. I mean, yes, you got to brush your teeth, of course, after and get the seeds out, but when you're eating them, I mean, they that's what they do, right? So according to the American Heart Association, 1/4 of a cup of pumpkin seeds has almost half of our daily recommended amount of magnesium. That's very cool. I put sunflower seeds on my salad almost every single night, just like a teaspoon. Magnesium helps, but now I might be putting pumpkin seeds too. So magnesium helps lower blood pressure and maintain good bone health. I love those two things because I'm getting older. I definitely want my bones to be as strong as they can be, okay? I don't want that to be an issue in my aging more than it needs to be. So unfortunately, about 50% of Americans do not get enough magnesium in their diet. A simple solution to this may just be in the mighty seed. Yeah, I mean, right? You could even grind them up and put them on your soy ice cream, or, put them on your soy or coconut whipped cream if you're trying to have a nice dessert. A cooking substitute, this is number 8. If you're wondering how to get more pumpkin in your diet, try using it as a substitute for baking. A simple substitute to start is using pumpkin puree for oil. Okay. I am not a cook, so I'm going to have to really research this a little bit more. The substitute is 1-to-1. So if the recipe calls for 1 cup of oil, simply use 1 cup of pumpkin puree instead. Interesting. Okay. Another substitute is using pumpkin puree for butter. Okay, now that one I totally get. To do this, multiply the amount of butter in the recipe by 3/4 or 0.75. This will tell you how much pumpkin puree to use. And for example, if the recipe calls for 1 cup of butter, you would use 3/4 of a cup of pumpkin puree. Okay, cool. Yeah, you could put that on your toast instead of butter, right? You could even replace eggs by using 1/4 of a cup of pumpkin puree for each egg. Oh, see, so if you're baking like a cake or something, you can use The puree, oh, that's a really good, this is good to know. Substitutions may change the texture of the product, well, that's a given. And therefore, start with just one substitute at a time. Hopefully, you will find the sweet spot using pumpkin in your baked goods. Number 9, this is the last one. Ease of use. Although we often use pumpkin in sweet foods, it works well in savory foods too. If you're wanting more savory uses, like try roasting pumpkin in the oven and puree it to make pumpkin soup, or use it as a creaminess to make a pumpkin Alfredo. Now the soup I wouldn't go for, I don't think, but the Alfredo, yeah, I might. Add some additional, and you know what? You could put that on, I don't have it here, the Japanese noodles. I just bought some of those the other day, and I was thinking, what would be nice to go on these? I think that would go nice on Japanese noodles, the pumpkin Alfredo. So add some additional nutrients by topping whatever you make with the roasted pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin may be a fall flavor, but the health benefits of it are good all year round. I do know my little dog who had diabetes, they suggested I get her cans of pumpkin, and I did. They have these in the pet stores specifically for pets. So the health, I didn't realize the health benefits were so substantial for human beings also. I mean, I just didn't, I hadn't. I'm very happy I ran across this article, and I'm so happy I got to share it with you. And I hope that you have an absolutely beautiful day.